Hold on. There's usually map updates in these things, and I keep on not recording them. Yeah, so Westway first. But hold on. If this gives me additional information. Yeah. Yeah, I need to be looking at these. So here, Ron, really wish the powers that be could issue us radios that didn't suck ass. Most of the time I prefer to keep things pen to paper. Every once in a while it'd be nice to get a hold of you right away. My sister keeps leaving me messages at the main office, but I don't think she gets that I took the job so I wouldn't have to deal with her mom. I've been sitting at the spot for a while now, thinking about what to say to her. I'm a quarter way through a bottle of Fifi's instead. I don't know, some kind of alcohol, I guess. Miss you, Dave. I don't know, I guess keep them. I don't know. Yeah, I should be jotting down information on all of these, but they keep on just not. So... okay, that just shows me stuff around here. But, yeah, back to Two Forks then, and then head west from there. Not go down this way. I see now. I get you now. Alright, around this way we go. Oh, other things that I can chat about in the meantime, I guess. When we got to this area with this Korean restaurant, it was like a, well, it was kind of parking lot mall thingamabobs where there's a whole bunch of other shops, including, like, you know, gas and grocery store, so a lot of people were there for all sorts of things. My goodness, I could not find a place to park in that parking lot. This one family was wrapping up putting their groceries in and was about to pull out, so, like, I was waiting to, you know, pull a left turn into there. But this car behind me started getting really impatient and honking, and I was doing a sign, you can go around me, you don't have to wait for me. But then this other car that was beside me, that was in a parking spot, started, you know, wanting to pull out, despite the fact that I was there right beside them. Like, they started backing up to show, like, I really want to get out of here. So I had to get out of the way, and then, you know, I was like, oh, then I'll just put it into reverse, and then I'll take the spot of that person that was backing out. Then there was like 3 more vehicles like waiting right behind there, so I was like, I'm not doing this. So I just parked in a completely different parking lot across the street because it was all I could really do. So that was kind of sucky. So, you know, not exactly great. Sounds like where you live as well. One of the things that I've definitely learned from driving an antique vehicle is people that are shitty drivers do not make themselves less shitty to account for the fact that you are driving something that is as old as you're driving. You know, that is not going to be as easily drivable as anything modern. Like, it has no power steering, anything like that. It's a very basic system. But people just treat you like you're any other asshole on the road and will just, you know, be like, get out of my way.
What does she have?
I have this specific goal here. You're not getting my way.
She's got Alzheimer's, like, dementia.
Whoa. How old was she?
Oh, there's a smoke.
Who's she? She's alive. She's with her family in Melbourne, Australia. She's 43.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What was it like when you guys found out?
Devastating. Especially for her. You can understand.
And for you.
Anyway, everything she worked for was taken away, and that...
Road Rangers? Is that just like the term there?
Yeah. I'm sorry to be such a downer.
Yeah, I've been very careful.
I'm happy to listen. And, you know, we'll try to have some fun this summer. I promise.
Like, at least on the bright side, if there's, you know, a kind of minor collision at a slow speed like that, they might get like some dings and, you know, some dents and scratches. My truck, though, is not gonna care. My truck is just a massive chunk of solid steel. It's just a massive momentum machine, essentially, you know. Like, so they're gonna be feeling it a lot more than I am. It's at least the case. So, you know, I get into a collision and I'm winning. Okay, I should probably go this way then. So, you know, if anyone gets a little bit too aggressive around me, they're the ones that are gonna, you know, feel it a lot more by the end. Now, Wildcat, more like they'll ram into you or try to flip your car. Well, here's hoping that doesn't happen. Oh my god. Backpack jump scare. But yeah, there's also a lot of people that also don't really realize the difference with like an older vehicle. Like when I was like with a manual, if you're stopped on a slope, you're gonna need to roll back a little bit as you take your foot off the brake and like lay into the gas and you're getting your foot off the clutch. When I was briefly in downtown area, when I was going through there to get to like this show and shine a few weeks ago, my goodness, I was stopped at this red light on a slope, a pretty steep slope, and this car stopped really closely behind me. It's just like, man, do you want to get rammed into there? And I was thinking about signing out the window of like, hey, can you move back a little bit? But I don't think they'd get it, so I just, you know, did that as the trial by fire of like, yeah, I'm just gonna let off the gas, like really, or let off the brake, really go into the gas and, you know, try to let off the clutch as fast as I can without, at a speed that I know is not gonna stall it. I luckily managed to do it, and I felt very proud and accomplished in myself, but it was honestly kind of scary. Having someone stop that close behind me on that extreme of a slope, driving an old standard. Like, can you not? But a lot of people probably don't realize that that's something that has to happen with old vehicles, you know? You have to roll back a little bit. It doesn't work like they do now. Most people don't really know how they work. The person that I took, the other black belt, to this restaurant that I gave a ride to, had never even ridden in a manual before. And then her first experience ever in a manual was with one that was made in 53, you know? But yeah, I wouldn't even be mad if I flipped your car, be too impressed to care. Yeah, I just get like some GTA physics out here or something like that. Missing persons flyer. Missing person Mitch Michaels. Is Mitch Michaels the one causing trouble here? He's 31, height 6'2". Oh, he's my height. He's heavier than me, though. Hair short brown, identifying features, distinctive facial hair. General info, Mitch Michaels was last seen around Jonesy Lake on July 3rd, 1981. He was first reported missing on July 29th, 1981, by 4 service personnel. He is not known to be familiar with the area. Last known location, Mitch was seen around Jonesy Lake on the morning of July 3rd, 1981. Vehicle info, 1972 Ford F-250, blue and white. Montana, license, that. If you have seen/contacted them or have more info, please contact Shoshone National Forest Dispatch. That. I guess this is put into the thingamabob here for those that can, you know, get supplies from here to see. No, I want to see that. Copy information. But yeah, I think majority of people don't realize that manual drivers reverse a bit because they're used to auto. Yeah, don't realize that you have to roll back. Just regular manual, the car backs up, don't think it's just your truck. Yeah, it's just manuals. It's how it works there, because you have to take your foot off the brake and, you know, put in the gas while you're letting out the clutch. And stuff. It's just how manuals go. Except if you have a fancy manual. I have heard tell of like some fancy manuals. I think some people were telling me about them at the at that show and shine there, where there are ones that can give you like a second of leeway where when you take your foot off the brake and you're on a slope, it'll like stay braked in for like 1 extra second afterwards to just give you the leeway to you know, lay into the gas, take your foot off the clutch, and hopefully not roll back if you know, get it within that second. So apparently there's some fancy manuals that don't need to or give you that little bit of extra leeway.
I think that's where I am.
Those trees are actually
apparently. Also, Dixie Chris raid with a party of 105. That is a friggin' massive raid. What the heck? I certainly was not expecting the Spanish Inquisition. My goodness gracious, welcome on in. I'm not going to be able to read these this fast. Lobster Pew Pew, Hazelnut, I buy Denoit Carts, my blubber, Oregon Pickle, and probably a whole bunch of other names that are now too high in chat that I missed, and I apologize because they missed now, so sucks to suck. I'm sorry, get outplayed, I guess. I appreciate the follow there, Dr. Tada Kichi, Dixie Chris. I appreciate it. I definitely will. This is my first time playing it. And I was like, I'm gonna play it tonight and do some big chill in here. I appreciate the follow there, Not Your Granny. I appreciate the follow, Super Pack Jr. And welcome on in, everyone, from Dixie Chris's stream. My goodness gracious, I appreciate the follow there as well, Defenestrator and Angel Money 47 and Skittish and Bus and all them nerds. But yeah, same played on a whim. Absolutely loved it. Nice, glad to hear it, because I've heard great things about it, you know. Is it now? I wanted to play this earlier this year. I was doing a 24-hour charity stream this May, and I wanted to do it during that, but I didn't have enough time. I got too busy with Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Metal Gear Solid to be able to have time to do this, so I was like, I'll just do it later. And now I'm in my final year of university as I wrap up like major in computing science while also trying to do, you know, game design stuff. I'm trying to wrap up a game design certificate. And one of the classes that I'm in right now for this game design certificate is one that includes this game as a list. I can't words today. Forgive me for poor English. Words are hard. I'm sure everyone understands that. Anyway, this class includes a list of games that you can analyze and do reports on, and Firewatch is one of them for the first lesson in the class, which is Games as Art. And it's like, wait a second, I wanted to play that anyway during the 24-hour Journeys stream earlier this year that I just didn't have enough time to do. Now's my excuse to play it. So, you know, I had time this weekend. I was like, let's take some time here. Now, at the end of the day, it was a little bit of a busy day, but let's do some late night chill. Let's do it. And here's my excuse to play it. And I'm probably going to end up writing a report on this game for the lesson of Games as Art. This past week, we ended up doing a discussion on Portal. We read a report that, a paper, something or other there on Portal that analyzed it in terms of this discussion. And there was a few options for ones that we could analyze if we want to write a report on it. And Firewatch is one of them. So I was like, I'm doing Firewatch. I'm playing it. I'm gonna pay close attention. I'm gonna write a report on it that I'll turn into my professor here. I appreciate the follow there as well. Obsidian Glue, Fiddler Head, Crab on the Roof, Abby Kate, Boomer's Backyard, Jace Butt, and I think I'm caught up now. But yeah. So, and for a heckin' journey, good luck on your report. I appreciate that there, my blubber. It's a roller coaster, brother. You'll be happy with it. I'm looking forward to it there. I appreciate the follow there as well, Null Run. But yeah, do it. It was worth watching for our point of view. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it here. I'm on day 2. I'm trying to find the source of the smoke. Where the heck am I? I'm over here. I'm gonna find it. So, I'm making some good progress here. You know? Sorry, this game is phenomenal. That's why I keep hearing. And I'm really lucky that I've been able to go into this, like, almost completely blind. The only things that I've been familiar with before this point was just, like, some of the art and some of the music and stuff. I see art of this game a lot of the time in, like, backgrounds of music mixes that I listen to on YouTube and stuff. And it's like, it's really beautiful. It makes me really want to play this game. So, what? Huh?
It's a really nice waterfall down here.
It's really nice, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing.
Skinny dipping, I bet
We haven't been caught up in your brain after a game in a while. Wait, haven't been this caught up in your brain after a game in a while. I gotcha. So is it gonna give me like a little bit of an existential crisis? Is it gonna have me making a big think here? It's so good. So it's gonna be absolutely worth writing a report on.
Some cloth out here. It looks like it was torn from something.
It's just good. Okay.
Strange.
I'll keep looking around.
Gonna love this. Wait, what? That's not how gravity works. The report will write itself. Okay, because I don't necessarily need to write one on games or art. We need to do like a few reports throughout the whole semester. And there's like a different lesson every week. So, you know, the first report can be any of like the first several weeks, and the second like any of like middle ones, or even some prior ones if you really wanted to. So I could always do a report on one of the later ones if I really wanted to. But I was like, I wanted to do Firewatch anyway. Let's play through this. But it sounded like this is a worthy one then. But yeah, and Doggo Camp, yes indeed. I'd pet her, but she might be asleep. Maybe I'll pet her a little bit anyway. Yeah, she's fast asleep. Oh, no, never mind. I really hope I didn't wake you. I'm sorry, Jesse. Hi. Hi. Ooh. I really hope I didn't wake you. In case I did, would you like a treat? Would you like that? A little nighttime snack of here? There you go. I know you like those ones. Ones sent by that anima nerd. Yeah. Anyway, where are we at? But yeah, let's just see here. Like what? Tadakichi, it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster. That's what to expect here. Yeah, games that art love it, would love to know more. If anyone would like the report that I read on Portal, I posted it in my Discord server earlier in case anyone in the community was interested in reading it. I could post it in chat in case anyone is actually interested in reading the this analysis on Portal as art. Boobity bop. Or there's Discord there too, but I was just gonna post the article in case anyone's actually interested in reading this this report on Portal. That was what we analyzed for this past week. Let's pull up Firewatch again. But yeah, got the wrong degree to do this instead. But yeah, so there's that article in case anyone's interested in having a read. Can I see the smoke from here? Guess I'll keep on going this way. It's gotta be this way, right? It's definitely a decent bit of a read, but I found it really interesting there. Especially towards the end where it starts like wrapping everything up, like all the ideas together. Okay, teen campfire. Do I want to describe it or nah? I won't spoil things in case anyone's actually interested in that. It was an interesting read there. I appreciate the follow there, my blubber. But yeah, you can see it from anywhere you just never saw. I saw it from like the tower, but then I just didn't see it again because I'm apparently blind, I guess. Or something like that. Gonna take a screen break, a snack, come back and hang out. I appreciate that, Dixie Chris. I appreciate the raid once again. Have a good screen and snack break. Case of beer. I gotta confiscate this for science. But yeah. Every day you end up thinking that it's only getting reinforced, or that you took the wrong thing.
What happened?
You know, my major in computing has actually been like cutthroat and brutal, and it's like, man,
Honestly,
am I really as cut out for this as I thought? But the game design stuff has been awesome, amazing. Small plume. Okay, I've been blind.
Don't yak. Just look around and
I've been blind. But yeah.
Actually, you've got that camera, right?
Oh, do you want me to use it?
You to get a few snaps, just in case.
Ah, record the crime scene here. So what? M1? Wait. Oh, I guess so. So teen zone? 14 zone.
The teen zone.
But yeah, small plume that's there. Just gotta do the granny squint. Okay, I read part of that before and then I read it again because I thought that I didn't. Yeah. And hello, Rohak. Unless that's a goodbye to... Maybe you said hello before and I just missed it with like the crazy wall of chat and you're saying bye to Chris there. But yeah, and yeah, absolutely will. I'm always down to like meet and chat with new streamer friends. Always down for that. I'm absolutely down. But yeah, you were lurking. Okay, well then welcome on in. Dude, you were one course away from a double major in computational mathematics and computer science, but you didn't learn that until you're going to your last semester of university, so you settled with comp sci. Was it a time limit for you as well? Because this is my last year of university due to a time limit that I didn't realize until earlier this year. Because I already have like more than enough credits to graduate because I've been doing like all sorts of things. I wanted to do a double minor in addition to my major. I wanted to also have a minor in history. And I was also doing like a whole bunch of other things on the side, like the stuff for this game certificate. This certificate in computer game development is technically what it's called. And the university was like, you should have enough credits to graduate. Why are you taking so long? We're cutting you off at this fall. I was like, what? I can't graduate in that time and also get my certificate. So I talked to an advisor and they were like, all right, we'll let you take 3 classes at most in this upcoming winter semester. And I was like, all right, well, I'll try my best to get through what I can. And big trouble is I needed 2 higher level computing science classes, which I didn't have the prerequisites for almost any because I planned on taking some specific ones that related to gaming and now I don't have the time to take them anymore. And, luckily I did manage to enroll in a couple in the next semester, so I should be good. I'm still waiting to hear if I get accepted into the final class for this game design certificate, which, you know, if I don't get accepted into it, I won't be able to finish off my certificate because you have to take it alongside like an actual program here, so I can't just do it in open studies. So I'm really hoping that I get into it and the head of the program knows, you know, my situation here. So hopefully they're just like, yeah, you're in, you're good. I also didn't take enough of the intermediate level courses in the certificate program, but I put in a request to have another class that I took count as one of the intermediate ones, so I need to both get accepted into the final class and have my alternate course request thingamabob get accepted. So I'll for sure graduate with my bachelor's, but my certificate is just like, I have my fingers crossed that they'll be kind to me right now and let me, because otherwise I'm a little bit screwed, so fingers crossed. But yeah, and I appreciate the follow there, Hazelnut. Appreciate it there. Spent 4 years getting 2-year degree because of major depression. Was tired of being in school after 6 years. Yeah, that's fair enough here. Like, this is year 7 that I'm in here. I've been going around so many different institutions. I waited too long to enroll into my one that I'm currently in. So I did my first year at a different institution and then went to, you know, the one that I've been in since then. And, you know, I kind of struggled here and there for a little while, and the semester, like right as COVID was hitting, like really kicked my butt so hard that my Bachelor of Science with specialization apparently required a certain GPA minimum, and they were like, your grades aren't good enough, you're getting kicked out, you can reapply into general science. So I did an open study semester at a 3rd institution, so I've been to 3 different institutions while I waited to get accepted into general science back in like my main institution. And then I got back there, and none of the things that I did in Opus at that other place transferred over. Some of the things that I did in my first year at that completely other institution didn't transfer over either. I'm usually doing 3 classes at a time to manage doing school and work and, you know, getting through university without having to take out student loans and all that. And oh boy, what a mess. But, you know, I wasn't planning on finishing this next year, but, you know, at least it'll be done this next year, and hopefully my certificate will be done too. But I'm essentially losing my mind, but I'll get through things. Can never do college, but it's almost required now. Yeah, that's what I keep on hearing here. The note, what does the note say? Dear Psycho, hope you're fucking happy we're leaving. We're going to find the police or whatever. Tell them about how you creeped on us on the lake and then came and destroyed our campsite and all our stuff. Oh, and stealing panties is gross out. Wait, so there's someone else out here. Probably a mental fucking axe murderer and are so going to jail. Hope it was worth being a jerk over some fireworks, dick. I'd bet you the person that sabotaged our tower is the one that, you know, went and did more things there. Right? But yeah. God, the bureaucracy that is university is such a nightmare. Yeah, and I kind of wish they told me about this time limit earlier instead of just being like, surprise! I mean, maybe it was in like some fine print earlier on that I never saw, but, you know, it's pretty sucky. And tuition is now costing more after more, like, after more government cuts. I think when I started university, I was paying, like, in Canadian dollars, since I'm Canadian, I think I was paying like $600 to $700 a class. Now I'm paying a little bit over $1,000 per class. It's like, yikes.
Well, what's it say?
I'm sure it's more expensive in some place in the world, and, you know, but it's still, it doesn't feel good. In college for a bit, but then dropped out because financial problems since you were declined 8. Yeah, tuition's insane.
Henry,
whoops.
Did you attack or do anything that could be perceived?
Like, I could have done school in Germany. I do have my Sprach diploma, so I can do school or work in Germany. And I mean, maybe it would have balanced itself out with me having to, you know, if I needed to pay rent somewhere over there or something like that. Because in Germany, you basically just need to pay for, like, textbooks and stuff. And when I had German family visiting over here and I told them how much I was paying for tuition, they were like, what? No way. Like, they were just completely flabbergasted how much I paid for tuition.
It's okay.
I don't know, maybe I could have saved money being there. That would have been interesting, but meh, felt more comfortable sticking around here. Oh, I'll catch up on stuff in chat here in a second. I'll see what's going on here.
They're not coming back, and we can get to work. I'd really like to start enjoying a quiet summer.
Well, it's day 3 now. Cleared the second day, now onto day 3.